Boom! We're live. It's Chris Igoe Home Group, powered by Remax Direct. It is Get Some Monday, so we're about to do some big things here, get stuff done, and commit to the process, detach from the outcome, connect with home sellers that are out there who have been on the market. Their agent failed them, and now they've left the market unsold. So I'm going to call these expires and canceled. I want to thank everybody for watching. I am super fired up. I just started this YouTube platform, and much like my previous Facebook platform where I stream live, I'm going to stream these lives. I'm going to learn how to talk. But I'm going to stream these calls live every morning. I'm committed to doing that. And then on a weekly basis, I will take appointments that I've set. I will analyze them, and I'll give you a full color commentary as it relates to mindset, tonality, why I'm saying what I'm saying, and really go deep and analyze every aspect of that phone call. So I've already uploaded one of those to the YouTube channel. So if you're on Facebook and you're interested in seeing what that looks like, then like, subscribe, click the button, and let's be part of the journey together. My goal is to help as many people as possible get better on the phone. What's up, Doug? And to just be totally transparent, right? So my journey started about 3 years ago on Facebook. I had been out on at a mastermind, Joshua Smith's master. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but the Mastery alumni. And so he has an in-person event in Arizona for people who are part of his Mastery boot camp, which means they've taken the 90-day Mastery program. I'd encourage everybody to do that if you haven't done that yet. But nonetheless, I was out there, and I found myself in a situation where I was able to do some role play with somebody who was an expert, and in front of about 200 other realtors, I got to have this epiphany and this moment where I realized that this is what I needed to be doing on a daily basis. So when I came back, I started a Facebook group. At that point in time, I think I was ready to fail out of the business. I mean, that's basically where I was at when I got the coaching from Josh. Took his program, found myself out there, and my business did transform. So I went from making, and again, these are ballpark figures. I went from making somewhere in the neighborhood of 60,000 before coaching, where I was ready to tap out. I was ready to quit the business. I was ready to go to, I don't know, maybe go to Walmart, go to Publix, go somewhere else and get a job. I was hopeless. I was crushed. I was defeated, and I was failing. So, in spite of the fact I had almost a 20-year career as a stockbroker selling over the phone, I had landed in a spot of just total desperation and victimization, and I was really ready to tap out. So we're looking at about $45,000 in income. I took the coaching, found myself out there, and I increased that to about $100,000 in commissions, and $100,000 with a family of four is basically you're fucking broke. Your life sucks. Especially coming from the background where I had been a top producer as a stockbroker. So $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year to $45,000 to $100,000. I was ready to put a gun to my head. Nonetheless, I was not actually going to kill myself, but it was that bad. It was that scary. I was terrified. And nonetheless, that's where I was at. So I went to this event. I had this moment in person where I was doing this live role play, and at the end of it, I did very well, right? At the end of it, I walked back to my seat and I said, I am going to do this every day. So I started a Facebook group. It was me. It was two other realtors from that event, and very quickly, not only did I commit to that process of broadcasting on Facebook, but the room grew exponentially. So now I've got about 5,000 people, give or take. We're almost at 5,000 in the Facebook group. What's up, Richard? Which is amazing. But I'd love to replicate that and grow it even bigger on YouTube. And here's why. If I can do this, anybody can do this. It's all commitment to excellence. It's commitment to the process. You need to learn what to say. You need to learn how to say it. And you can become you can become a specialist in terms of setting appointments. So my journey is very simple, right? That day I came back, I started the Facebook group, I set an appointment. That first dial session, I ended up booking myself 20 plus appointments that first week. I went on every single one of those appointments. I sucked terribly. I was not dialed in with a listing presentation. I was not dialed in a million places, but I had to go through that learning curve in order to get to be where I'm at today. So fast forward, it went from 100,000 in income to 200,000 to 350. And that's where I'm at right now. So last year I did 14 million in just under 14 million in personal production. And this year this year I will absolutely do 20 or more. I think I blow through that number, to be honest with you, based on the momentum that we have right now. Right now I'm tracking at 24 million. And I've brought on a full-time rock star agent, Beth, the real estate diva, who I also expect to do similar numbers. So within a very short window of time, I took my business from 45,000 to what I believe will be 40 plus million between myself and Beth. And it all starts with committing to the process. It starts with creating momentum on a daily basis. So that's what I'm looking to do here. And it all starts with these dials. So it's creating momentum. It's committing to the process. It's learning what to say, learning how to say it, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I did want to share something else. Obviously, I'm down here in South Florida. We are constantly helping people buy properties here in Florida from around the country and around the world, and we absolutely love it. So if anyone you know or clients are thinking about moving to South Florida, we'd love to help. We service Jupiter all the way down to Miami and everything in between. So Boca, Boynton, Delray, Lake Worth, Coral Springs, Parkland, you name it, we serve it. And we do it at a very high level. So we'll be able to get your client the best deal, or you the best deal, and get you exactly what we want. We'll make it fun and seamless, stress-free in the process. So if that's something that we can help with, please send us your referrals. We'd love to pay you a fat commission and make everybody happy along the way. What else? So just mindset, right? Before I get on the phone, my thought process is I've got a fiduciary responsibility to connect with these people, to serve them at the highest level because they've been out there, they hired somebody. I'm a full-time real estate professional. So I know that my systems, my processes, the value proposition that I provide is going to be exceptional, and I know I'm going to get them the result they want. I just have to be able to elocute that to them quickly to earn their confidence and to get the ball rolling. So that's what I'm going to do. And then actually I got one more thing before I get to the actual dials here. What's up, Adam? What's up, Steven? What's up, Richard? If you haven't already, please click the link, join me on YouTube. I would appreciate that greatly. But I hate business cards. I hate giving them out. I think they're a complete waste of time. So when somebody asks me for a business card, I actually tell them, no, I don't do business cards. Let me, give me your cell phone. I'll text them my contact information. I tell them to save it in their phone. But that method is not the most seamless. It's not the best option. And recently I found something that is lights out. I mean, this is the best thing I've seen, and I'm going to share it with you. If you like it, full disclosure, I have a referral link, but I'm not doing it because I want the referral. I'm doing it because this product is fucking awesome. So here's what it is. Somebody asked for hey, you got a business card? I reach into my wallet. I pull out my, hello, my name is Blue card. It's called Blue Social. I grab their phone. I say, give me your phone. I just tap the phone. When I do that, up pops a open in Safari. When I do that, it pre-populates. I don't know if you can see this. So on Facebook, every single one of my contacts, every single one of my social media platforms, Every single way that I want you to connect with me is instantly in your phone, and all I have to do is hit add contacts. So I do that. It populates another screen. Again, if somebody's asking you for for your business card, you have control of that conversation. You've earned their trust to do this, and you're going to be memorable. They're going to remember who you are because nobody else has this. And what does that do? I have now within my phone. This is all I did was touch this to my phone, and it works on all phones. And every single one of my phone number, my email address, all of my websites that I want to share, all of my social media that I want to share, everything is there. It's all on their phone. And how fucking cool is that? So every single thing that you would want a client to have is instantly in their phone because you tapped your blue card on their smartphone. This is a million times better than the paper business card that immediately gets thrown out. Nobody remembers you. This is memorable. People are going to remember this. They're going to remember you. You're going to stand out, and I'd encourage you to do that. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, you can either private message me, be happy to talk to you about it, or you can click the link that's attached to this video and you can sign up yourself. It's $35. It's a one-time fee. It's unlimited clicks, and that's all there is to it. So for me, I think it's the greatest thing out there. And the more people that know you, like you, trust you, know that you're in the real estate business, the more your business grows. So this to me is gold. All right. So with all of that out of the way, there are 23 records to call. Now, as always, I'm taking Vulcan 7 data. And when I say Vulcan 7, I'm taking the data for the daily expireds. What's up, Beth? Watch me on YouTube. Stop watching me on Facebook. Jump over to YouTube. That's where I want you to watch me, if you would mind, if you would humor me. I'm looking to promote I want the algorithm to start knowing that I'm out there, and I want it to start promoting me so we can go out there and help more people achieve at a higher level. But nonetheless, so I'm importing the daily expireds, the daily cancels, the daily FSBOs. I call it the triple-headed monster of leads. So we're going to call the triple-headed monster of leads, and we're going to do that right now. All right, so 23 records uploaded. 9 are going to be filtered out. They're in price points that I don't want to speak to. And there's no bad time to get on the phone. There are people out there that tell me, oh, I know that I've said that it's better to be the first one to connect. And that's true. I think that you do have a little bit of a strategic advantage if you're one of the first people to connect. But I also know there's no such thing as competition. It's just a limiting belief. Go out there, connect with these people, get the reps in. There's always business to be done. There's always people to connect with. There's never a bad time to get on the phone. So, and just to highlight that, when I was at the dermatologist the other day, the doctor came in, and these interactions, I think, are so funny. So the doctor comes in, he's like, so what do you do? Now, mind you, we have this exact same conversation every time he sees me, which is basically quarterly. So evidently I'm not that memorable, but nonetheless, so he's like, oh, so how's business? Or maybe he didn't know what I did, but he's like, scratch that. He does know what I do. How's business? And when people ask this, I always feel like they have this like, oh, the real estate market's tough. Oh, it's tough out there. Because most sad sack of shit halftime realtors think that, oh, how's the market? Oh, it's rough out there. Oh, it's tough. Oh, Zillow. Oh, iBuyers. Oh, whatever the case may be. All of that is bullshit. There is total abundance. There is constant business. It's always a good market for somebody. So, and I said that to him. I go, listen, anybody who tells you it's a bad market, doesn't really know how to be a professional realtor, because it's always a good real estate market for somebody, whether it's a buyer or seller. And my job is to go out there and find those people, which that's what we're going to do right now. So it's always a good market. There is no limit. The boogeyman's coming. Zillow's going to do this. iBuyer's going to do that. Zillow's getting into real. Are you afraid? Fuck that. I'm not afraid of anything. What I am afraid to do is not connect with people. So as long as I'm in control of the controllables, which is getting on the phone, and I know I'm leading up to them. I know I haven't started dialing yet, but there's nothing to be afraid of. There is no boogeyman. There is nothing but abundance. There's endless people for you to connect with. There's endless business happening. There's endless closings. It's just about, are you willing to pay the dues to sound better on the phone, to learn to sharpen your blade so that you're more effective to connect with the people that you need to, because there is no competition. So let's go out there and get some. And finally, after 15 minutes of talking, away we go. All right.
In your touchtone phone, please enter your PIN number. Your PIN number can be found in the...
My PIN number can be found.
You are now logged into the Mojo Dollar.
All right.
Start button on your screen to begin calling.
We're hitting the start button. We're doing big things. What's up, Dennis? We got coffee. We got seltzer water. We got the blue card.
Forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 717324110.
I will not be leaving a message. I only leave a voicemail if I know it's the actual seller.
Voice message system 51699.
And I don't leave canned voicemails. I only leave organic voicemails. Dennis and William, if you would be kind enough to click the link and join me on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell. I would love it.
For calling, Jeff Hartsfeld. Please hold while I try to connect you.
All right, so we're just cranking through the list. We're making the donuts. Nothing particularly exciting, sexy, or memorable about anything we've talked about so far. It's just daily commitment to excellence. Am I going to do the things I said I was? Hello, this is Chris Igoe with RE/MAX. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your property is for sale by owner. Is that true?
It is correct. Just put it on the market over the weekend.
Outstanding. I love it. How much are you asking for the property?
It was 380.
380. I love it. And how many bedrooms? How many baths?
3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
3, 2.5. And have you done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
We just did the backyard professional landscaping and some pavers, but the house was pretty much new. Bought it. Built 2013.
2013. Wow, that's outstanding. I love it. Let me ask you something. Are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with the real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money on commissions?
Yeah, yes, I'm trying to sell it for somebody else. That's why I put it on Zillow.
I respect that. Listen, I get it. It always comes down to money. But let me ask you something. If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, 2 things would happen. 1, your home would sell. 2, you'd end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way, with or without an agent. Now, I know that's a big promise, but would you at least want to hear more about it? Be honest.
As of right now, no. I'm in the industry. I'm a mortgage broker. I have a lot of connections, so I don't need this right now. If you do have a person in mind, we are willing to do a 2% commission. If you're asking me to put on the market like every other phone call I'm getting today, I'm not interested.
Hey, listen, I got it. You're willing to pay 2%. That's awfully generous. Now, let me ask you, and just so you know, I am with RE/MAX Direct. We've got 6 offices down here. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. Is it possible to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast?
Yes, if you think you have a client that you could potentially bring in, absolutely.
Okay, great. And what time works typically better for you, afternoons or evenings?
Well, tomorrow I have a few showings, so if you can come tomorrow between 4 and 5, that'd be awesome.
4 and 5. Okay. In the interim, what I'd like to do, if it meets with your approval, I'd like to run an analysis as it relates to price and I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address? Okay, outstanding. And the number I just called you on is your cell phone, right?
That's my cell phone, yes.
Okay, cool. When we get off the phone, I'm going to text you all my contact information. If you would, please be good enough to just save it in your phone. I know you're getting a ton of phone calls. I want you to remember who I am. All right, so tomorrow between 4 and 5, let me just look at my calendar to ensure that I've got that time to commit to you. We've got a high volume business. I want to allocate time to make sure I can actually be there. 4, believe it or not, works. That's fantastic. Let me ask you this. When we do sell the property and get you more money than you ever thought possible, will you do an amazing testimonial and tell everybody what a great job we did?
Oh, that I would definitely do. That is for sure.
Outstanding. I love it. All right. So just to confirm, so there's no misunderstanding, when I get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information. I'm going to email you a pricing analysis, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 4. Let me ask you this. Are you familiar with a mega open house?
That I'm not sure, but I hate to do this. I am walking into a meeting right now. I'm closing actually this morning.
Hey, congratulations. I'll see you tomorrow at 4. I'll see you tomorrow at 4, okay? Very good. Bye-bye. All right, so that is not a great appointment. I bullied him into that. He said yes. Well, let me just be that's not the best appointment for me to go on, because I know I can find better appointments for me to go on. I know he's not the most motivated seller right now. I do know that there is value in getting those reps in. So if you, and I actually have an appointment tomorrow. Scratch that. I'm looking at my calendar right now. I might be able to make that happen. Nonetheless, if you are new and you're not getting a lot of reps in, call the for sale by owners. Just start there. They answer their phone. You're able to connect with them. I'm a huge advocate of getting those reps in, because although I know he's not the most motivated and he knows somebody in the industry and he's in the mortgage, blah, 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 whatever it is he's saying, I know that if I get in front of him and I can present and offer my value proposition, I'm going to be able to convert a lot of those leads. So he's close. So it's not, I started to talk myself into and then out of that, but I probably will go. So I've got 2 appointments for tomorrow right now. But in terms of, do I think he's the most motivated seller? No, he's only willing to pay a 2% commission, which, but nonetheless, we will go out there. We will do what we said we were going to do, and let's see if we can convert him. So let's go on to the next one. All right.
Hi, Helga.
Hey, Helga, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. My records indicate that your house is for sale by owner. Is that true?
That's true, but I am a realtor.
Outstanding. I love it. Are you going to list it on the MLS?
Might eventually.
Okay, cool. How much are you asking for the home?
You didn't see the ad?
I did see the ad, but there's actually, well, I'm looking at 2 different places, and you would think the data is consistent. It's not. So I've got 2 different prices. I got 465.
465.
465. Outstanding. I love it. How many bedrooms? How many baths?
4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, on water, screened in patio.
I love it. Outstanding. And have you had done any upgrades or improvements to the property?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Sweet. What have you done?
New kitchen, bathroom. Yeah, everything.
I love it. All right, cool. So let me ask you: Are you
Okay.
are you trying to sell the house by not having it on the market with the real estate professional? Is it because you're trying to save some money?
I'm not in a hurry. I'm just trying to see what I can get.
Okay, so let me ask you this: If you knew absolutely for certain that by doing business with me, two things would happen: one, the home will sell; two, you'll end up with significantly more money, bottom line, than you could get any other way.
Well, I have a realtor that I'm working, broker that I would be working with.
If you didn't, I would think you lived under a rock. Everybody knows somebody, but I also believe that your true loyalty is to your bottom line. Just so you know, I'm with Remax Direct. We've got 6 offices down here in South Florida. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. My claim to fame is I'm top 11 in the state of Florida. I get 98.2% a list, and I do that in 45 days. So here's what I'd like to do if it meets with your approval. I'd like to run an analysis on your property as it relates to price, and I'd like to email that to you. What's your best email address? Well, outstanding. And the number that I just called you on is your cell phone? Okay, cool. So when we get off the phone, I'm going to text you my contact information so that you have it. If you would, please save it in your phone. I know you're getting a lot of phone calls from realtors. In the interim, is it possible to lay eyes on the property and see if it's something we believe we can get you multiple offers on and sell fast?
Well, I'm living in it.
Awesome. Do you have time?
I mean, I got pictures. I mean, if you just look at the ad. You know, you're calling me without looking at the ad, and I think that's not right.
Actually, I am looking at just to be totally clear and upfront with you, it's not the same. So I'm looking at Zillow, I'm looking at Trulia, and they're not syndicated the same way. So I'm not getting, that's why I'm asking all the questions. We are actually going to be, I have a mega open house that we're doing for one of your neighbors. So what I'd like to do, if it meets with your approval, do you have availability this afternoon or evening for me to just stop by and lay eyes on the property? Not today. Okay.
No,
just tomorrow?
Not this week. Actually, I'm going out of town.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go.
So what's holding you back?
Bye.
When you sell this home, where are you going next? Have you ever been in a Turkish prison? Ever seen a grown man naked? She hung up. All right, so Beth, if you are out there, I'm going to send you this one to go door knock. Introduce yourself. By the way, if you notice, she went from being a realtor to having a realtor / broker to some other excuse down the road. But she, she was just trying to blow me off the phone the whole time. I don't know if you noticed that also. So let's go. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. What's up, Yuri? I see you out there watching on. Hello. Oh, the mental health hotline. That's exactly where I need to be. Oh, man. If there's anybody who needs a mental health hotline, it is absolutely me. Hey, Manny, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I record my calls for trading purposes. My records indicate that your home expired in the MLS. Is that true?
No, Joe, the home is not for sale anymore, okay?
Oh, okay. Did it sell?
No, we changed our mind a while ago.
Oh, okay. Are you getting a lot of phone calls from realtors?
Yes, and I'm being...
oh, man, it's the worst. Hey, so let me ask you this. Do you know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help?
Not at the moment, Joe. Not at the moment.
All right, I appreciate that. Hey, so if it would have sold, where were you going next?
No, we rented it out.
Oh, you're renting it. Okay. So let me ask you this, because a lot of times we work with investors, especially with the market the way it is right now, that are looking for properties with tenants in place. Would you ever consider selling the property with a tenant there?
No.
No.
We decided to rent it for a long time.
Well, that's a great strategy. Hey, would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If you would, just save it in your phone. If there's ever anything in the world that we can do to help, you know where to find me. All right?
All right. Is this your cell phone?
This is my cell phone. Hey, what's your best email address? What's your best email address? Okay, got it. I love it. Outstanding. All right, my friend. Well, listen, you've been a total gentleman. I appreciate that. Have a great day. And if there's anything we can ever do to help, feel free to give me a call. All right?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's Chris.
Okay.
I'm not Joe.
Okay, bye.
All right, man. See you later, Doug. Okay, Joe. Oh, man. We're doing big things. Hello.
Please leave your message for 95.
I will not be leaving messages. I will not be leaving messages. Vince, thank you. You are the best, my friend. And if you would, please be kind enough to click the link. Join me on YouTube. Hit the bell. Tell a friend. We're looking to help more people get better on the phone. Win the day, win the week, win the quarter, win the year. And I think YouTube gives us the ability to do that on a higher level. So let's go.
Doctor's office is Susan.
All right. All right, so we're 10 records down, 4 more to go. Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I record my calls for training purposes. I noticed your property listing was canceled in the MLS. I was curious, how on earth did the property not sell?
I think you have the wrong number.
Oh, okay. Are you the homeowner of Southwest 16th Street? Is that you?
No.
I definitely, sorry, I got the wrong number. I'll take you off the list. Real quick question in closing. Do you happen to know anybody else out there thinking about buying or selling real estate that I might be able to help?
Not that I know of. I moved to Texas a long time ago, but I still have my 561 area code.
Oh, sweet. Where in Texas?
Dallas.
Sweet. I love that. Well, just so you know, we've got some killers out there that could help you too. So would it offend you if I texted you my contact information so that you have it? If there's ever anything we can do to help as far as real estate is concerned, you know where to find me.
Okay.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
So one of the downfalls of making these calls fast is I think I set 2 appointments. I'm not even sure.
Automatic voice message system. Gina and Jeff Cox.
Ooh.
It's not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, this is Chris Igoe with Remax. I'm giving you a call. I noticed your property listing had expired in the MLS. I was curious how on earth the property did not sell. We specialize in selling properties just like yours in Fox Ridge. We've sold 15,000 homes since 2008. We're averaging 1 a day. We've got active shoppers looking for properties similar to yours in Parkland. I would love an opportunity to bend your ear in relation to actually getting it sold. If you would, please give me a call back. My direct number is 561-516-2442. Again, 561-516-2442. Thank you. Okay. Beth, I got a lead for you to go knock the dough. All right. because we have a listing in Fox Ridge that we just had under contract and it just fell out of contract. But it's about to go under contract. So you win some, you lose some, you win some more.
You have reached Maria. This time I cannot answer your call.
Oh, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
Calling about a print or digital subscription,
I did not call about that at all. We're down to the last record. We're 20 minutes deep. There were 14 records to call, and I'm pretty sure I set 2 appointments and got a couple leads out of that. And that's why you call for sale by owners, because they're receptive. They might be insane. They might be completely out to lunch. They might be offering a 2% commission, but we know they want to sell a property. So why not call them
your calling session is now complete.
first? All right. So that was the first pass of the daily expireds. Thank you for watching. I'm going to analyze what those numbers look like for the dial report. So for today, there were a total in this session. There were 29 calls made total. There were 5 contacts, which is 17%. That was mostly because the for sale by owners pick up the phone. If you're just calling straight up expireds and you're starting at whatever time I started, which is, I think it was around 8 or 8:30, you're probably not going to have that high of a contact rate. Nonetheless, 29 records, 5 contacts, 2 appointments, and I'm not sure how many leads. I think there were, I got to look at the sheets, but maybe 2 other leads. And that's it, right? So learn what to say, learn how to say it. We will be doing an in-person boiler room boot camp event out in LA, April 1st through 3rd. We're going to start promoting it here relatively soon. It's me, it's Matt Kavanaugh, it's the Boiler Room Boot Camp, Bulletproof Sales Academy. I'll have links out there shortly, but it's going to be awesome. And we will, the last we've done, this will be our 3rd in-person Boiler Room Boot Camp event. I think we set 100 appointments. Honestly, I don't remember, but an astonishing amount of appointments were set, an astonishing amount of business was set. And it's because we're able to get our hands around you and really impart the tonality, the mindset, get you plugged in, dialed in, and hammering that phone. So if that's something you're interested in learning more about, then you can send me a private message. You can look for the links. And you can register. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for watching. If you're on Facebook, I'd ask you to please subscribe to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I'd ask you to keep watching. Tell more people about it. Let's go out there. Let's win the day. Let's win the week, win the quarter, win the year, get some. And if there's anything I can do to help, you know where to find me.